A few days ago, my 8-year-old son, he was pretty tough. We were gonna go out to eat, and I try to take my family out about once a week to eat because sometimes dinner with little kids is tough. They want to get up, they want to run around, get the toys, get their stuffy. They forgot this, spill food, so many distractions, right? So I feel like when you take your family out to eat, there's not many distractions. You're sitting at a table. They're not gonna get up. You're not gonna get up. You're there. They bring the food to you. So I just feel like we could sit down and spend some quality time together with no distractions, right? So I try to do that every once or twice a week. My son didn't want to go this time. He didn't want to go. My daughter wanted to go. My wife wanted to go. I wanted to go. It's important family time, but he refused. He said he didn't want to go. He was getting upset. He was, saying things. And I try to teach him, listen, the world doesn't bend to you, right? Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. That's how the world works. And this is for your mom, your sister, your dad who want to go, who want to spend time with you. So you don't have to eat, but we're gonna go. And he was not having it. He went in there, man, and off the bat, I could tell you, I'm not saying this because he's my son. My son is a really polite kid. In public, he's not that kid running around causing mayhem. He's really polite. He's quiet. He's kind. He listens to his teachers, other adults. He doesn't create problems. He's not loud. But he was having a tough time. And he started slamming the ketchup. He started getting a little loud, even though he knows not to get loud in public. And he got a little too loud, where it drew a little attention. And I could feel myself getting angry. And me and my wife, we do our best to control our emotions. So our kids learn how to control their emotions. And let me tell you, man, regardless of what blog you're reading or what YouTube video you're watching with people helping you with parenting advice, which is awesome. Every parent goes through this, right? We all mess up. It's not all butterflies. Parenting is actually far from butterflies. It's like bees most of the time. It's hard. So, I feel myself getting upset to the point where, he's getting loud. He started slamming a couple of things. I had to pick him up and take him out of the restaurant as he cried and almost started screaming a bit too much. Put him in the car, close the door, let him cry. As I'm watching him, of course, to make sure he's okay, open the door. He was screaming at the top of his lungs, still would have come out. Eventually, he calmed down. I said some things I didn't mean. My point here is I felt absolutely horrible, guilty. I kept telling my wife how bad I felt, because I didn't want to be the source of any of his pains, right? And it's so hard being a parent because I really try, as most parents do, try to be the best parents we can be, right? Provide for them, spend time with them, love them, teach them, to balance everything else, our own emotions, our own lives. It's hard. It's extremely hard. And any parent says parenting isn't hard, I don't know what that says about your parenting skills, but for those of you who agree, you know, that's a big, big sign that you're a good parent because parenting is not easy. And it shouldn't be easy, right? It's a challenge. It's a beautiful challenge, but it's a challenge. It's very hard. And I think back to my mom. I think back to my mom who was a single mom. My dad died when I was 7. She was widowed. We didn't live in the best neighborhood, but she gave everything to me and my sister. You know, uh, Even though she didn't have much money, she worked hard with little formal education. She put us through the best high schools, helped us get into the best universities. Was always there mentally, physically, emotionally. She is an awesome mom. To me, the best mom in the world. And growing up, there were times where she screamed at us at the top of her lungs. She said some pretty crazy things. Spanked us a couple times, not too much. But me and my sister look back to those moments and we laugh. We laugh at those moments. Why? Because her sacrifice, her devotion and love towards us overpowered by a million times those little instances she flipped out on us, like every mom does. She screamed at us or cursed at us, right? Or spanked us. We laugh at those times. Literally, me, my sister, and my mom will sit down and laugh, and she's embarrassed about it. But one thing that affected us, that positively affected us and helped shape us to the people we are to be today, is her unwavering devotion towards us. So just remember that as long as you're trying your best, you're loving your kids, you're putting them first, you're doing all you can for them, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna mess up. You'll probably say some mean things, do some mean things, but as long as you really truly love them, give them everything you have, they're gonna feel that, they're gonna see that, and those little instances where you mess up, it's not gonna matter to them because they're gonna feel that love. They're gonna feel a parent's love.